like that was the next question, because this is where we are thinking, but at times we don't even think, we feel the straight connections.
Okay, first I want to explain that when I say heart, I'm not talking about this physical machine, because this can be removed, it can be transplanted, it can be of plastic, it can be of rubber, it can be of all sorts of things. So this is a pumping machine. But why we speak about heart in terms of feelings and emotions is because the soul has a thought, it goes to the brain, and the soul creates feelings, and that also gets transmitted to different places. So when I'm feeling something very deeply, yes, it's having an impact on my heart. I can feel it thumping away and it's racing. The feelings are having an impact here. But it's not this which is actually having the feeling. It's a response to the feeling that the soul has. And so I'm going to talk about feelings and heart in terms of the soul, not the physical body. And so when I have a thought, negative or positive, if the thought is repeated, then the pattern of thinking that I have creates a feeling. And the experiences I've been through are there within me as my emotions. My thoughts can be negative, positive. My feelings can be negative or positive. My emotions likewise. Where the thought has continued for a while, it's left an imprint of a feeling. And where feelings have been created over a long period of time, most times feelings I can connect back and say, well, I was fine. What happened then? Well, this happened, and that's when my feelings changed. And I can, if I'm checking, then I can pick up on it and say, this was the precise moment when this feeling came about, when everything was fine. But I got this letter, I got this email, I got this phone call.
Or somebody said something and everything.
Yeah. And so you can start learning to monitor your thoughts and your feelings. But of course, all this time we haven't done that. We've given it free range to do what they want, thoughts and feelings. And of course, the experiences we've been through, maybe even infancy, I can't even recall, but they left me with certain scars or certain tendencies. Negative emotions tend to come like a sledgehammer. Positive emotions come and go very fleetingly. They're very subtle. And it's very interesting that for the past 20 years only, positive emotions have been a subject of study and research, which is amazing. So things have left an imprint, especially the negative things. And so the emotions that are there, we don't even know what created them, but the scars are there within the soul. But go deeper, and there's the aspect of belief, of reason, of understanding, which we call the buddhi, the intellect. When I say mind, it's not just the thinking part, but the mind is also my feelings and my emotions. So that part is linked with the manas, the mind, including the heart. But the logic and the reason part, that's the next part. And that too you can say, one is my belief system. A lot of information comes my way. But the useful things I take in become knowledge. I retain them in this vessel, this receptacle that I have. As I use that knowledge in my life, it becomes wisdom. And as I follow the path of knowing, of wisdom, I'm able to start getting a glimpse of truth. So from overload of information, you have to filter. And then you get to knowledge. And then you get to wisdom. And then the truth. But the receptacle is the buddhi. My capacity to take in information, retain it or reject it, and understand. This is what my belief is about. This is what my faith is about. And so the belief that I'm a body, my thoughts, my feelings have all become negative. I've lost touch with myself. A turnaround. I have the faith. I am a soul. You see, the word nischay is very beautiful, faith. But nischay buddhi is not blind faith, is not faith of just acceptance, but is through the buddhi, the reasoning, the understanding.
Logic, yeah.
But that belief and that understanding then shapes my conscience. And so I believe I'm a body. So who cares about karma? Who cares about effect of good, bad or negative action? It doesn't matter, enjoy the day and who's going to live, So eat, drink and merry,
It's
that
only
sort of
just
thing.
one life, enjoy it as you must.
And so this is why eat, live and, drink and be merry, and it doesn't matter. The conscience has gone to sleep with this materialistic paradigm that we've been living with. And so the spiritual paradigm, the belief of the soul, the buddhi waking up, is my conscience waking up and telling me, hey, have a look, stop. And so the key is there in my hands again. And so then, yes, I make sure that thoughts come in the right direction. And okay, out of habit, first thoughts won't always be the right ones, but the filter is functional again. The negative thought will come, but it'll stop. I was talking about substance addiction. The moment of realization, this addiction, substance, is going to bring me death, is damaging me and my family, and the conscience awakens. That's the willpower. Then no matter what the company is, no matter what the thoughts are, no matter what the feelings are, but that willpower of realization, and the thought won't go any further. If it goes once, the dam has broken again.
Yeah.
And
But with the substance, it is another factor which is said is that our body also, once we are addicted to something, our body releases some hormones or some chemicals which can only be satisfied if we take it again, Like it is one belief.
I understand what they're saying, but it's possible for a person to be happy and comfortable without that substance. And this person who is today an addict, before he became an addict, was happy and comfortable without it. And so both sides of the story, there's proof and evidence that I don't need to depend on these things. And then yes, there's the whole story of withdrawal. And so, but you see what happens is that if there's a compensatory factor, and the compensatory factor happens through silence and awareness and creating good feelings, and yes, there are endorphins released into the body that create the sense of well-being through meditation. And whether it's Buddhists, monks or Hindu monks or whoever it is, there's a lot of research and evidence, especially in the West today, that's been done on all of this. And I was telling you the story of positive emotions. It's research that's happened, that you can generate that sense of well-being through meditation. As I say, it's a very interesting and detailed subject we take up another time, but just enough to say that life without addiction is a reality, but the person has to change their belief about it. So the awakening of the conscience and the belief that I have, that's of primary importance.
And of course, one mindset change, one thought change can actually change the whole scenario.
Absolutely.
And the way you said, Sister Jayanti, that meditation does help, positive thinking and meditation, even the physical sense.
Absolutely.
We have experienced with you only. We are really looking forward to. Now we are becoming addicted.
Well, this addiction is not dangerous.
Yeah, this is in fact more powerful actually, and much more important and required. So we can actually move towards that.
Okay, let's get ourselves into the dose again. Aware of the entire world within either soul. I let the body sit quietly and for a moment detach. My consciousness moves into the awareness of the inner world. I see my thoughts. I see my feelings. I see my emotions. I connect with my original qualities, and my thoughts become peaceful, filled with love. And this feels totally natural. I'm connecting with the being that I am. I hold this awareness and these pure feelings, and I send out these rays out into the world. Now, as I come back to the awareness of the physical dimension, I stay with this feeling of love and peace. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. It really makes me feel good. I'm very sure that everyone out there must be feeling good. Sister Jayanti, the way we have actually traveled, and the way the realization, logically also it comes to a conclusion that yes, I am that powerful, that energetic, that beautiful, pure soul, peaceful. And if we look at the positive aspects of it, it does feel that it must be having, because I can feel it. It's all about experiencing. Thank you so much for taking us through this aspect of self-awareness. Thank you so much.
Om Shanti.